might have seen me with this shirt the other day. If I did a live or video with it, I don't know, but it's clean, just so you know that. But yeah, man, the Taliban, these jokers, I got jokes. The Taliban got jokes. Joker did a video the other day. The representative, the frontmen or whatever they are, talking about they want peace. You know what I'm saying? They want a universal psychological thought process for the people. Everybody has their own avenue for the school of how they want to feel. You know what I mean? All this nice, happy stuff. Then the jokers turn around and chop. Not that it's funny. I'm not laughing at the fact that what they did, but jokers turn around and off a lady because she didn't put on no damn Barker. It's just crazy, man. That just goes to show you these jokers got jokes. You know what I'm saying? And they said how they found some gym equipment and the joke. Yeah, it's a whole. I'm getting to all that. And they said how they found some. OC was good. Jokers found some gym equipment and was working out. I guess you know what I'm saying. So like I said on my live last night, which I kind of I'd CNC, how you doing? On my live last night, my battery died. It didn't end mysteriously, but I was just getting into the whole and hit the goddamn. That's what I was getting into. You hitting the goddamn like button if you up in here looking around like a goddamn creep. Hit the motherfucking button. Oh, you just dip without hitting the button. Whoever y'all two people that left was, but this stuff is nonsense, man. The Taliban comes back all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. All this is that there's going to be a major event. Mark what I'm telling you. There's going to be a major event. They're going to say it's the Taliban. The Taliban has always been the one world order's goon squad. You know what I'm saying? That's all they are is the goon squad. They've been implanting this the Taliban in our head for all these years since back 9/11. All this stuff. They're the goon squad for the one world order government. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? But is this real or not? Most likely it's not real. You know what I mean? If it is real, it makes it even funnier. The jokers got jokes. I mean, they talking all that good stuff and did that, but most likely it's BS anyway. The whole thing is a stage. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is it's a script. You know what I mean? Like I told you last night, America would not give up Afghanistan to nobody. That's where all the dope is at. That's where the opium's at. They not giving that to nobody. Think they gonna let some jokers come in there with, you know what I'm saying, a couple guns, AKs, and take over a whole entire goddamn country because they talking about they leaving? This is not no coincidence. All the stuff that happened, they've been planting in our mind for how long? Are they leaving, pulling out little by little? All of a sudden, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna all leave at the same time. Now, just as they're leaving, the Taliban shows back up. You know what I'm saying? Happy and healthy and just on point, just in the nick of time. Joker, trust when I tell you this stuff is all nice, all orchestrated, man. All of it's orchestrated from top to bottom and hit the goddamn like button. God damn, I gotta sit here and threaten y'all jokers every day to hit the button. God, even if you don't like the video, still hit the goddamn button. Just because, you know what I'm saying? Help a joker out. Try to push the joker forward a little bit. Do something productive with your goddamn say, God damn it, hit the goddamn button. Y'all jokers still ain't moving on the goddamn button. But this is probably a hoax, you know what I'm saying? But it'd be even crazier if it's not a hoax, because that means the jokers got jokes. They just put a whole nice little thing on there, a whole nice little presentation on there, a video talking about how they trying to be peaceful and stuff, and turn around and do that to somebody because they didn't wear a goddamn barker, a burqa, whatever it's called. So that's just crazy. It's messed up, man. But there's no such thing as different countries. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that right now. The only different countries there are is different state of minds. There's not really different countries. Not for the one world order, one world government. Different countries are nothing more than them keeping different people in different states of mind in different parts of the world for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Different type of thing. Now the Taliban reemerged. All that really is a sign. It means that they're trying to do a different thing. Be good said not a hoax. 80s had wars in South America and the blow came here. But understand this: the blows in South America, the quotes in South America. My lost connection. Oh, I'm back now. You can't look at a place like, say, Colombia as a different country. It is a different country on paper, you know what I'm saying? For us, the people that live in the, like I said before, let me make this clear, there's only two classes of people in the world. The people that run the world and the people that live in the world. That's it. No other classes of people. So yeah, it's a different country, but not really. The people that control the coke in Colombia, for example, for instance, It's the same people that control the diamonds in Africa. It's the same jokers that control fucking the fishing economy, the lobsters coming out of Maine. You know what I'm saying? It's the same people that control any resource coming out of any place on the map. It's just as simple as that. Of course, they put different labels for country, different name on it, so you can't feel like every the same couple people control every goddamn thing. You would have no hope. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even participate in this shit. But yeah, be good. The whole thing is a hoax from day one. All this shit is a hoax. You think that all this time they got the Taliban, other terrorists running around? Do you think that in all this time in America, that if there really was people that were trying to really take down, there's a couple jokers out there that really have, you know what I'm saying, the passion in them to destroy America. People that might have got the bomb drop where they live at, their family got stuff. So there is definitely real people that really are really out there, part of these groups that really are doing it for passion. But the people in control of these groups are controlled by the one world order. Believe that. Trust what I tell you, man. It's impossible that they wouldn't be. One, think about it like this. Look at all the drugs that get snuck into America alone every year, just coming into America. There's always been a joke that if a person wanted to bring a nuclear bomb to America or some kind of big major weapon, they could sneak it inside of a fucking ton shipment, 100-ton shipment of weed or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The joke is that they're already bringing illegal stuff in here. They wanted to bring something other illegal, they can hide it inside of something else illegal that's bigger than it. You know what I'm saying? They could put it right in. You gotta. So and a lot of these times, especially from South America and Mexico, they're coming in under the ground. They're talking about the border fence and the border wall and all this stuff. The border secure the border. That's not where this shit is. These people are coming through the ground with this shit, underground. Just what I tell you. Even right out here where I'm from, a couple of times, man, and even recently, a lot within the past year, there's been a lot of mysterious bangs. That's them working on the underground railways under the ground. Believe what I tell you, there's a whole system under the ground of how they transport, communicate back. Trust me, man, this shit is not what everybody thinks it is, man. It's deeper than what we think it is. People are not coming here from Mexico on the border through the wall, but put the wall up. They coming under the goddamn ground. You know what I'm saying? And the tunnels underground are controlled and regulated by the goddamn government. So it's like this shit is all nonsense. It's all a hoax. The Taliban is out here for a reason. Just like with 9/11, there's no way. If you just look at the 9/11 stuff, I ain't gonna go deep into it, but that's what kind of got me into heavy into conspiracy. I was already into certain stuff, but if you just look at the people that benefited from 9/11, that made money off it, that just tells you right there. There's no coincidence that's that big that all these jokers that were in power are benefited. That it's just too much of a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? And hit the like goddamn button. You're gonna have me sitting there threatening jokers like hit the button. I always gotta sit here and beg y'all jokers hit the goddamn button. But yeah, a different country is nothing more than a different. Just like in America, you have the state of Pennsylvania, the state of New York, the state of Florida. What that really means is there's a different state of mind. You're in the state of mind of Florida. You're in the state of mind of Pennsylvania. You're in the state of mind of New York. There's nothing really different about it. It's a different state of mind. That's why they call it states. You're in a different state of existence, different state of being. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's all a corporation. There's different rules, different spots, different things going on. But it's just that you're in a different state of mind. That's why they call it a different state. Different. You can do different things in one state. You can't do in another state. Some things are legal in one state that's not legal in a different state. You know what I'm saying? Take a hit of vape real quick, if I may. You know what I mean? Like I said, my shirt. I think I might have wore this like 2, 3 days ago. If you saw me with it on a different video, but the Joker's clean, so don't sit here and start to act like, you know what I'm saying, talking to. But this shit is all nonsense, man. Just look at it like this. Joe Biden's the president. We just had Trizzy in there. He left. The Taliban comes back. You know what I'm saying? We got all this other stuff going on with the pandemic that is just who can even put that together in your mind? Like we sit here and try to figure that out. You come from it from a conspiracy point of view, a paranoid point of view, a sheep point of view. It don't matter what point of view you come to the pandemic to try to figure it out mentally. None of this shit makes sense. You can't add this shit up in your head for it to make perfect sense from no angle or no direction. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're a rebel. I don't care if you're a complier. I don't care if you listen to everything the government says or oppose it. Ain't no joker in the world can come to a solid conclusion about what the hell is going on in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? With the pandemic on top of Joe Biden had more votes than anybody in the goddamn history of the goddamn. That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? I could see if they had Bernie Sanders. I could see it right now. If Bernie Sanders was the president, he went against Trump, and they said that about him because he had. There's no way Joe Biden had the most votes in America. That don't even make no goddamn sense. Hit the like button just for me telling you that shit alone, goddamn it. Just for that little piece of information right there. Hit the like button just for that, just to put that into your goddamn mind if you ain't think of that before. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no way in hell Joe Biden had the most votes in American goddamn history. That don't even make sense. I was doing Amazon delivery before or during the election, before the elect, all that, and I tell you for a fact, Joker, for an absolute fact, there was no Biden supporters, no goddamn where. Like maybe here and there you might have saw a Biden supporter. Everywhere I've been, all around Pennsylvania, from mid Pennsylvania, rural Pennsylvania, cities of Pennsylvania, everywhere I've been in like an Amazon send you all around the goddamn world to deliver a package. Joker, trust me, I've been to all type of different places, country, city, up, down, left, right, even Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Joker, I barely seen a Biden supporter any goddamn where. I barely seen a Biden sign anywhere. I barely seen anybody wearing the color blue any goddamn where. Trust what I tell you. Nobody out here was no Biden support. And something tells me it was like that across the board, across the whole country. So where did these Biden votes come from? You know what I'm saying? At the least, the very least case scenario, it was um rigged. I mean, not it was they cheated. If we keep it on the surface without going too deep into conspiracies, we can at least agree on the fact that it was rigged. You know what I'm saying? I mean that they cheated. The next step above that, if you go deeper into the rabbit hole, you already know, like I know, that none of that shit is real any goddamn way. Voting, and none of that shit is really real. No matter, none of it's not real anyway. Maybe a local voting for the Joker and your mayor. You know what I'm saying? The city that may be real, but the president voting, that shit is not real. Man, you think that shit is relying on people to pick that? Listen, I was when Obama went in there. I already knew before Obama went in. I already had the mind state I have now. But when they put the Joker Obama in there for a split second for about 2 weeks, like they had me caught up. I was like, "Oh, this is real. They got a black." Blah, blah, blah. And then about 2 weeks later, it hit me. Boom! I said, "Joker, wake up. This is a trick." You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're gonna do something like this now to make you feel like it's really real. To make you feel like this shit, like your votes and shit, it counts. This it's all orchestrated, dude. That's what I'm saying in a nutshell. Everything I'm sitting here saying is to let you know, Joker, this shit is all orchestrated from top to bottom. The Taliban showing up, this is no mistake, no accident. Like, they supposed to have killed the whole Taliban a long time. Joker, this is just it's just so crazy, you know what I'm saying? They show up talking about they killed a woman because she didn't put on a goddamn burqa. But with Israel, the people, the citizens of the country, the average, regular, everyday people that live in fear, that's real, you know what I'm saying? The people that was holding on to that damn plane to try to get up out of there. But then again, maybe not. That's the type of shit. That's what I'm saying. Maybe not. They do shit like that to make you feel like, oh shit, this part is real. Like even though everything else is fake, these jokers on the plane. That's what they do though. It's all theater. It's all theatrics. You know what I'm saying? It's all designed to make you feel like something is more than what it's not. Of course, if you see that, you're gonna be like, damn, the people are really trying to. But then it might be just like in America, Joker, you walk down Hollywood, you'll see all type of shit going on. And if you don't know what a movie is, you'll think the shit's going on really in real life that's happening in front of your face is real. But it's not. It's all a damn TV show. You know what I'm saying? Everything is orchestrated. Everything that comes to the news is orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? Everything you see on TV, orchestrated. Everything you see on the movie, anything you see behind a goddamn lens is orchestrated. It don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So did the Jokers really kill a lady? I don't know. If they did, it's messed up. But not to laugh at it, but if they did, the Jokers are. But it just came out, like I said, with that video talking about how peaceful they're trying to be and get along with the world and everything's happy and up and everything. And then they're going to turn around and just do that to somebody like the same day. Like, hopefully this shit is orchestrated. Because if not, if we dealing with people like this that really are out there operating on their own time and on their own will, and that's what they're doing, Jokers about to get real out here, you know what I'm saying? If that's what these jokers are out here really doing on their own time and their own thought, merit, and will, and they really don't, that's what they're doing, yeah, You don't know what might happen out here. You know what I'm saying? Jokers just show up and just do whatever. You know what I mean? Because they can't just you go out here and do a video on live TV talking about how diplomatic you want to be with the world and everybody's one union thing, and then you turn around and just kill a lady because she didn't put on a goddamn scarf. Joker, that's the definition of psychopathic. You know what I'm saying? So, and if we dealing with psychos like that, with that type of little bit of power they got going on, then it might get real out here. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's bull. It's BS, man. It's all BS. And at a time like now, you know what I'm saying? We're going back into this whole pandemic thing. Everybody's about to get locked back down. All that shit going on in the world right now. This shit it just don't make sense. It's like watching a Batman movie. You know what I'm saying? It's just don't none of this shit makes sense. These jokers are back out on top again. The Taliban. It don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you gotta. This is how you gotta look at your life in the world. You gotta look at it like you're inside of a video game, Joker. You're in a video game. All the stuff you see in different countries, you got the Taliban. Not the Taliban is part of the video game. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out how to maneuver around these jokers. Are they going to try to come and kill me? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to get guns? They got AKs on the game. That's how you got to look at this, like at the world, man. Like you're inside of a goddamn video game, man. Because trying to trying to trying to put it together any other kind of way none of it makes sense. No matter what, no matter what type of way you try to come at this thing from. You'll drive yourself crazy trying to take this shit serious. You gotta look at this shit like it's a video game, for real, for real. You gotta try to get yourself some extra credits, you know what I'm saying? Get extra lives, get some extra hearts, some extra whatever you gotta get to try to make your video game person stronger, you know what I mean? But that's all you can do, cause try to keep up with this shit, man. It'll drive you crazy. And Biden still ain't do shit for black folks either, so it's like that's a whole. It's just so much to this stuff, man. Like it's I still believe in the video I made this a long time ago. I got flagged for this video, but I said this. I'm gonna say it again now because obviously this live right here is already flagged. I could tell by the way people coming and leaving so quick. Obviously, this is what I said before. I feel like this whole pandemic thing was started because black folks are starting to wake up and say they're Native Americans all of a sudden. It's been a narrative that's been going on for the past few years. You know what I'm saying? But it really started taking real shape about 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? People, Dane Holloway and them coming out saying stuff they saying. Even Tyreek Nasheed started getting on that. A lot of black folks is really waking up to the idea that maybe slavery wasn't what they're saying it is. I'm not saying there wasn't slavery, Joker. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it didn't exist, but maybe all the black people that were in America were some of them were already here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when they talk about Native Americans, maybe they're really talking about black people in America when they say Native. When they say your history was stolen and but your African, maybe because you got no that maybe that's what they're talking about. Your history was stolen. Maybe they talking about your American history, Joker, that's stolen. Maybe your last name that you think you got from a slave master, maybe that's your last name and they adopted your last name, Joker. You know what I'm saying? So you hit the like button too. Goddamn, I keep seeing a couple people coming to hit the goddamn button. But and and once that started really becoming accepted idea, I'm seeing more people talk about it. All of a sudden, there comes this pandemic out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, and also at the same time, I shared an article right before a couple of days before the pandemic happened in America. It already started in China somewhere, but once it was announced in America, like 2 days before it was announced in America, I made a video. You can go in there and look about how all these companies was exposed for doing child slave labor. Nike, Reebok, there's a whole bunch of different companies, big American companies that got busted for doing child slavery. You know what I'm saying? Childhood slavery in different countries. This is why I say about in the beginning about there's really no such thing as a different country. Different countries are used for different things because they're different state of minds. They're used to get different type of ideology across. So in America, you got a country like Nike who's using slave labor, Coca-Cola, childhood slave labor, child labor. They can't do that in America, of course, you know what I'm saying? But they can do that in Taiwan or Bangkok or one of these places that openly allow that because you can't do it in America, Joker. So, and people know that this stuff is being done over there. You know what I'm saying? People that are in the know, even some of this stuff is actually public. That a lot of these American companies use child slave labor laws. I mean, not laws, child slave labor in different countries So yeah, they'll have a different country called whatever the hell it's called, Taliban, whatever, any country. That way they can do that over there because that's cool over there. That the state of mind over there where people live over there is trained for them to do that. There's no way they can run to. They can't go to the government and be like, oh, down on Fifth Street, they got a whole bunch of kids inside this factory making Nikes for $1 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Being slaved or maybe not even getting paid at all. They're down there doing that just to get food. God damn it, hit the like button. If you're hearing this shit I'm telling you, you probably ain't heard this shit before. You can go look this shit up and know that it's real information. I did a video about this 2, 3 days later is when they announced the pandemic in America. Shut everything down. You know what I'm saying? Real convenient. But then you got places like Colombia, like I was saying earlier, I didn't get to this part of it. You got Colombia. So most of the drugs are being sold in America, the coke, but they can't grow it in America because it's illegal in America. They're using it to lock jokers up as a big business all the way around from top to bottom, left and right. So you put it into a different country named Colombia or Peru or wherever else. That way you can have it over there because it's cool over there. The people that live there, that's their state of mind. This is where the coke comes from. Or cool with this. Their government even runs it to a extent. Then they can ship it to America and put the product in America and then do what they do with it over here. So of course they can't grow it in America, but they can grow it somewhere else. Same thing with everything else. This is how the whole thing is like that, man. Even if countries really started out as separate countries, that's not what they are now. There's only a few. Any name brand country you ever heard of, any name brand country, like a country that's known, country that has certain type of resources or products coming out of it, is under the one world order, man. There's no way it's not. It's been like that for since day one. This is not the first. And how I get over here from just talking about the Taliban, I done went on a whole goddamn rant. 21 minutes, goddamn, I got shit to do. I get up, I gotta pay my water bill, all type of other shit. But yeah, man, you can't just take this stuff. You gotta look at it like a cartoon. You look at it like you in a video game. Like I said, this shit is like you're really inside of a real video game. All the stuff you're looking at. Hit the like button. I'm about to get up out of here. Before you do, hit that goddamn like button for something bad happened to you. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here. The Taliban is back. They doing drills, you know what I'm saying? I'm not laughing at the lady if allegedly they got hurt or whatever, but it's like this stuff, man, is just so it's just so ridiculous and funny, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hit that like button. I'm about to get up out of here, man. You can have yourself a nice day. If you don't joke it, that'll be on you. But that's about it. I'm about to get up out of here, man. If I can find the off button.